think you're an abysmal winner.
Waiting for a Jackie Crash.
Jackie Crash.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Okay, very in-depth.
Wine, coffee.
Jackie Crash on the road.
Dear Mr. Crash, here is your ticket to business class.
Hi, I'm Billy.
I'm Charlotte.
And we're from the Subways. And you're here with Jackie Crash. Ooh, tough question. Very good one.
If I can sort of choose any type of cuisine, then it would be Thai food. But unfortunately, my favourite food, like just as a food, is chips. Really, like, rubbish.
It's like a food group on its own.
Yeah. Like if you're just picking a specific food, like either chicken or like potatoes or like, it's chips, which is just really unhealthy.
They are good though. They're so good. Just a plate of vegetables. Like, I just love vegetables. Like, if someone just like roasted a load, like a big mishmash of vegetables, like in chunks, and put it in a bowl, and then maybe put some mayonnaise on it. Just
Mayonnaise
eat
and
that.
chips.
Yeah, mayonnaise and chips, mayonnaise and vegetable. That would be amazing. Just vegetables. That's a really difficult one.
It's easy for me.
What's yours?
White wine.
White wine.
Because the cheese.
White wine and cheese. It's like
Dipped.
After the show. It's heaven.
I don't actually drink, but I love the smell of red wine. Like, I love the smell. Like, if someone's got a glass of red wine, like, I don't want to drink it, but just let me smell it. Oh, that's good. I'd say coffee. Coffee. Just, because you get so many different types and you get so many different flavours, like these really earthy flavours, and you can get sort of, just your crappy coffee's good. Yeah.
I only like
any coffee.
I only like crappy coffee. I don't like the posh stuff.
Some of that like niche stuff is just like, tastes like mud. I'd say Kurt Cobain, since I was very young, because he just like an amazing songwriter, but he was also like fighting for women's rights and equal rights with fighting homophobia and all that sort of stuff.
I've always loved Kylie Minogue ever since I was like a little girl, and she's always been like a huge inspiration to me. Shirley Manson from Garbage, like just an incredible front woman. But when I was like 8 or 9, I used to really want to be an air hostess because I really liked aeroplanes and I liked to go on holiday. So my 8-year-old self thought that I'd get to go on aeroplanes and go on holiday every day.
I like the idea of truck driving. I don't know why.
I've recently got quite into Spotify. It's only a new thing for me. I like it when you can go onto the area where like people have pre-made playlists and kind of you can select one. Like I do a lot of running, and so like the running playlists are quite good because you just get to hear a load of new stuff that you never hear before, and I found some good bands that way. But my favourite band at the moment of recent years has been Paramore. Love them.
I've been listening to a lot of records on vinyl recently. Got my old amp and my old vinyl player and all my vinyl out of the attic because it was just stowed away for such a long time. Future of the Left are a band that I'm always going back to. They're a sort of British post-punk band. Absolutely amazing.
My first concert was Texas at Wembley Arena. Went with Billy.
Mine was AC/DC at Wembley Stadium. My dad took me and my brother Josh, who's also the drummer in the band. That was our first ever concert, and I just saw Angus Young come up through a trapdoor on the stage hammering on this amazing solo. I just looked at my dad and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be in a rock and roll band. So now that's why I play an SG, a Gibson SG on stage, because that was the first thing I saw on stage.
When I was growing up for ages, for me it was Pulp Fiction, because that was the first Quentin Tarantino film I saw, and I was probably about 16 when I saw it, and that was kind of the moment when like films started to really matter to me, and I started to really kind of appreciate direction and kind of acting performances, like seeing that film for the first time. And then kind of after that just like tried to go to cinema as much as possible and watch as many films. So I think that's probably going to always be a really important moment, film moment for me.
My favourite movie at the moment because of that is Dead Man's Shoes. I've always loved that film, and also someone mentioned Paddy Considine on Twitter this morning, and so I think that movie's just ringing in my head at the moment, and all I want to do is just watch that film. We really want our fans to hear our music. We want everybody to hear our music. We want it accessible on all these different platforms where people can, get hold of it and enjoy it and hopefully come to a show. But at the same time, people need to consider the fact that we need to pay our rent. We need to buy food too. We need to support our families. We need to be able to fund the next record. We need to be able to fund our tours. It's two sides. I think it's amazing that people have been able to access our music for free and listen to it. Hence, we've been able to go abroad and tour and have people come to the shows there. But at the same time, it would be nice if people bought the records too, so that we can keep making music for the fans.
I feel that you live your dream and you do everything for your band and you are like one body.
That's amazing, and that's so well said, because that's exactly how we feel. Every night on stage we say how we would be nothing without our fans, and we dedicate a song called With You to them, because the fans are everything. Without them we wouldn't have a tour, we wouldn't probably have even an album. We wake up every day and the band is like definitely the first thing I think of. Probably you as well. You wake up and you're like, wow, what city are we in today? What country? Who are we going to meet? What faces are we going to see in the crowd? What's going to happen tonight at this show? It's an adventure that we've been blessed, absolutely blessed. 10 years since the release of our first record, Young for Eternity, and we're still going and still making records, and we're still getting the fans come into the shows, and every day we're lucky, we're so lucky.
We are done. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thank you for a great interview. It's been really great.
Where the hell is Jackie Crash?
Wake up, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie Crash.